Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Slin After Dark, everybody. My name is Mr. Slin. And we have a great match for you today. It's ESEA Invite Week 5 CPU Gravel Pit, ESEA Season 13, BP versus Xensity. Should be a good one for you guys. BP is the #1 undisputed, undefeated team in Invite now. I got Xensity, the #1 undisputed, no arc Invite team. Should be a close one, but probably not. And yeah, this should be good. We're just waiting for players to hop in the server now. I have no co-caster, but it's okay. Blank assures me that I can handle my own. Just a little bit of house cleaning. At 11:45 is going to be Classic Mix-Up versus BP. So BP is actually playing a doubleheader tonight. They're playing 2 matches. The first one is I would call it a warm-up match against Xensity, and then the actual match versus Classic Mix-Up. So hopefully we'll get a chance here to see some of BP's strategies, some of the things that they do. Did this guy just lag out, or did I just lag out? Uh-oh, tag. Uh-oh, sizer. Okay, it's everybody. That must mean it's the server, right? Does anyone have an explanation for this? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. It must be the server. Okay, it says live and paused. Shrugger blue screen. Okay, so apparently they're live in the future, but it's a pause for now because Shrugger had the blue screen of death. So at least there's hope that this match is actually living up, though. But this match has never actually started, so as soon as they live, Shrugger must have DC'd. Shoutouts to Boris Badnov, Brozilla. Again, BP versus Xensity. And let's go over the rosters real quick. For BP, we have Shade on Medic, Banny on Demo, Lansky on Pocket, Tagarung on Roamer, and your scouts are going to be Sizer and Shrugger. For Xensity, on Medic you have Blink, on Demo is Smacka, Pocket is Mela, Roamer is Relic, and the scouts are RB and Spades, aka Arkizi. And honestly, I don't even think he wants to be called Spades anymore. He might just want to be called Arkizi, and that's why his name's Arkizi. So I'm just going to call him Arkizi from now on. Because why would he name himself Arkizi if he wanted to be called Spades? I think that makes the most sense. I think that's the most logical thing to do, is just start calling people by their ESEA names, because that's the name they want to be called by, then I'm going to call him that. So Smacka is no longer Smacka. Smacka is now the Joker. So confusing. Why do they do this to us casters? Seriously, there are tons of players in ESEA who just change their names and like to, I don't know if they like to confuse casters, if they like to just confuse people watching the demo, or they just don't want to be known as someone. I have no idea. Like, why would they do that to me? If he wants to be Tagarung, he can be Tagarung. If he wants to be Sizer, he can be Sizer. But if he wants to be Smacka, why would he call himself the Joker? I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. It makes 0 sense. Anyways, so we haven't actually started the match yet. This is just a very long pause because Shrugger has blue screened, and I am trying my best to stall. Yeah, thank you, RJK. Thank you. At least someone appreciates my ability to kill time. You guys gonna be watching the Super Bowl on Saturday? Sunday? I forgot. Sunday. That's why my meeting's on Saturday. We moved it because they said that programming when you're drunk and eating is not necessarily the best idea, which I think some people will beg to differ. I would beg to differ, but yeah. So Super Bowl's on Sunday. Is it like a big cereal bowl? Mousy? Yeah, sports ball. Sports ball. Anyway. Kobe Bryant's gonna shoot a slap shot into the back of the goal. And through the penalty box. So yeah, I guess they're unpaused now. We're finally gonna see the start of this match. Yes. Okay, here we go, folks. BP versus Xensity. Looks like they're choosing their colors. And BP is going to be on the red team. And Xensity is going to be on the blue team. So I correctly predicted the colors at the top of the screen. Thank you, thank you. SLIN is pro. So looks like... Okay. I don't know, they're just killing time and stuff. Apparently Xensity, or sorry, BP is going to be running a weirdo setup where that involves a spy. So, no, this is just pretty good. Okay. Getting a little ahead of myself here, folks. There goes SLIN incorrectly predicting the colors. As my roommate blows his nose. Thanks, bro.
Mission begins
Love you.
in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Match is live. Thank you. Finally. And Xensity is going to be on defense first. They are choosing to run an engineer as RB is setting up the teleporter on the far side, coming around. Looks like some Xensity players are killing themselves for metal. This is pretty standard for Gravel Pit. You kill yourself, drop the metal over here where the NG can pick it up. And as long as you kill yourself before, I think, 45 seconds, you're going to get a faster respawn time. But if you kill yourself after 45 seconds, it's going to be difficult because you have a long respawn time. And as you can see, they're not full force yet. Actually, they are fully forced now, as Shrugger's going to be back in the game momentarily. Luckily, it's just setup time for BP, so hopefully too much time isn't off the clock. Yeah, so it's going to be 6-on-6 here, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's still 6-on-6 on the scoreboard. The left side UI is going to be off for a little bit because, or a little bit inaccurate for a little bit just because of the pause. So depending on how long the pause is, that's how long it's inaccurate for. Looks like BP is going to go for a standard A-sided push. They're not bringing their medic. They're buffing up their scouts and soldiers and sending them towards the A-side here. As Sizer is going to get taken down by Smacka's trap on the shack. Banny throwing some stickies towards C. Make sure no one jumps the point. And looks like they're running... Well, I don't know why Banny isn't running Pain Train. Oh no, sorry. It looks like Lansky isn't running Pain Train. If you're going to send your soldier here, you might as well run Pain Train, because, you know, why not? Tigerung's going to bomb onto B and not get anything with it, and that's to be expected here, as we see... I would expect BP to go for some sort of AB connector or spawn push. And yes, that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to go for the AB connector push. So you can see now Shade is joining Lansky. And I just heard something blow up. Okay, looks like Sizer's destroying the teleporters at C, while the combo for BP moving out of the AB connector. Banny and Lansky leading the way. You see them now trying to shoot at that sentry on that far side there on the shadow. It's going to get moved immediately by RB. It looks like Banny is able to take down the teleporter, but can he get anything of importance? As Tigrung's trying to chase down a scout on this far side here. RB picking up the sentry, moving it to the long side, but he's going to get headed off here by a soldier. The Ubers are going to get exchanged on the cliff side. Meanwhile, Relic and Arkizzy are going down, while Arkizzy picks off Tigrung. Lansky dead as well here, so it's going to be 4-on-4 still. RB picks off Shade. Nice play there by Xensity. Meanwhile, Sizer trying to fight a soldier on the top of the shack here. Banny trying to shoot him off as well. They're going to take down Mela, and it's going to be 4-on-2. BP still have numbers here, but the level 1 sentry is set up on the long side. Can they take it down quickly? Banny's at 20 health. He can't afford to peek it. RB goes down here. The dispenser down, but that sentry is still up. They need to take it down here as Shade is switching over to Kritzkrieg. I like the choice by Shade to switch to crits. Both medics died in that exchange. And Shade's going to have a very large crits advantage, which they can use towards C if they start capping B and lock out the doors fast enough. Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do right now. Lansky jumping up onto the cliffside and making sure that Xensity can't get back in time. That was a great play by BP, ensuring that their lone scout, or 2 scouts now, can capture B. So this is pretty typical strategy. The team really only needs to worry about these 2 doors, as if the other team decides to wrap around through A, they could be... That's just a very silly idea. And now the combo for BP is going to be moving over to A side, because that is the side that offers the best crits. Excuse me. They're taking their time though. They realize that Blinky is going to get Uber in time, and so they're going to go for the classic crits rotation. This is where you Kritzkrieg, force their Uber, and then Kritzkrieg a second time with the advantage. So you're going to see Banny take this crits now. The Kritzkrieg is used. He does take down Relic on the top of the tower here and forces the Uber from Blinky. If he can get one more pick here, he does take down Mela with the help of Lansky. The level 3 sentry is still set up though, and actually RB is moving it closer to the tower now. It's still going to be 4-on-4, but Shade is building up a Kritzkrieg advantage. Lansky wants to get in there as Sizer is going to bomb in. And here come the demos soldier combination for BP. Bombing in, Lansky taking down the Joker and RB. He takes down Blinky as well. A nice 3k for Lansky with the help of that Uber. Banny's going to jump up there as well and start sticking it off. And BP are going to have a quick 3-minute and 20-second first half of this first round.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Great play there from BP. They pretty much nailed every single push on the first try. So Xensity basically have to nail every push on the first try faster than BP. And they're going to be, that's a tall order to fill. So this is actually live right now. This is live BP versus Xensity.
Mission begins in 30
I know that's kind of misleading because SLIN After Dark is typically on recorded demos, but no, we're doing it live. And then don't forget guys, afterwards is going to be BP versus Mix-Up at 11:45 Eastern. That's going to be in about an hour and a half from now. Chess Club versus Vector is in 45 minutes, but I don't know if I have time to cast it as I do have to do the Team Fortress TV one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And so we see BP with stickies on that B spawn door. Look at Banny has like a double layer of stickies, so if the first one gets cleared, he has a second layer as well.
Alert.
It looks like, oops, I didn't switch the colors, my apologies guys. Looks like Xensity are going to be starting towards the point, and they have an 8 stack on A, which means that all of their players are stacking A. Oh, sorry, you're correct. That's not I'm not doing Team Fortress TV. I'm doing ESEA. My apologies. And now we see Xensity just stacking A, and they look like they're going to be heading through the AB connector. So they're doing the exact same push that BP just did. They just have to do it better. They have like 2.5 minutes to do it. As Tagarong is sitting on top of the shack, he's expecting them to come from this direction here. Let's see how he's going to react when the combo for Xensity comes out this way. We do see Mela jumping up and forcing Tagarong off the shack. He's going to have to back up here with low health. Meanwhile, Mela trying to create some space on the right side by the rock there, spamming Banny down. Doesn't get him to finish though, and actually this is going to be a very late force by Shade here. Now Banny and Lansky are going to be pushing across. They have a better Uber, and this is not looking good for Xensity here as the Joker goes down, Blinky going down as well. 4 players up for Xensity, but Mela getting taken down as well. BP handling the situation very well here. It's just really the scouts and a soldier left for Xensity, and that's pretty much going to be the round right there, folks, because Xensity had to make every single push happen on the first try, or they weren't going to get this round. BP already starting it off very well by denying a single push. And now Xensity in a mad rush. They need to just wipe the enemy team here and get in to see if they want to win this round, which is pretty much impossible against a team like BP here. We see Lansky on the platform spamming down Smacka. Soldier going to be up in the air. Relic's going to take down Tagarong here, but Tagarong trades with Relic. Still going to be 5-on-5. More time ticking off the clock. 1.5 minutes left, and there's really no time left for Xensity to win this, as it's going to be almost impossible for them to be in time. We do see Xensity playing that rock side here. Sugar, meanwhile, playing with the heals. And honestly, BP, all they need to do is back up or exchange an Uber. And here they are. Shade is pushing with Lansky to force the Uber from Blinky. But Blinky goes down here, so he's not going to get that Uber in time. And Xensity are going to lose this round officially, as BP just completely wiping them down now. Only Relic and Arkizi alive. And yes. So a very quick first round for BP. Just counting down the seconds, 45 seconds left. So while we're just hanging out here, let's just look at the scoreboards real quick. Banny on the top with 14 points, as looks like Smack is going to jump in on top of the roof here and get, oh, Blinky goes down, Joker going down.
Ends in 30 seconds.
So Banny at the top of the board there, Tagarong at the bottom, but that doesn't mean he's playing badly. It just means that Banny and Lansky are taking all these Ubers and just going straight into Xensity with them. And This is one of the more uninteresting rounds that I've ever watched in CP Gravel Pit.
Ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just letting the time tick down here, Euro style, as BP takes the first round, make it 1-0. And I've just crashed, which is always a good sign. So, way to go, me. I'm gonna get back in there shortly. My apologies. But you're really not missing much there because it's just halftime. And there's a halftime in between each round on Gravel Pit, so the teams can sort of discuss their strategies and think about what they're going to do next. BP clearly dominant in that first round. And honestly, I don't know what Xensity can do if they want to you know, win out over BP. It's a pretty tall order to fill. Honestly, what I think Xensity should have done was that BP beat them on that first round doing an A-B connector, and then Xensity tried to follow them up with the same act. And if you want to beat a team like BP, you're gonna have to go for a different strategy or something a little more interesting, because if you just repeat what they do, they're gonna do it better than you. As we are now starting the second half of BP versus Xensity. This is honestly looking like a quick roll here, as we're going to see Banny going to roll out to A and start throwing some stickies over at that spawn door. And actually, Sizer's going to be playing Engineer. Meanwhile, Lansky heading over with Tagarung to the B spawn doors. And this is pretty typical. You either sit on top of the shack here like this. Nice, high five. Or you can sit on the spawn door, but what you're trying to do here is guarantee that there's no jumpers out this side. With the soldiers spamming down the right short B door, you're gonna see Sizer's sentry. Nope, it's actually over here as well. So they're letting players come out this side for free, but it's really not a big deal. Invite level high fives, of course.
10 seconds.
I don't know what Shade is doing.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, now setup time is over. Looks like Xensity are going to go for the A push. And they're leading the way with a scout to make sure there's no traps from Banny. Although Banny is hiding out somewhere. You never know what he's doing. He's a little bit sneaky. It looks like the rest of the team is going to be heading out towards A. Now they're leaving their medic in the spawn. Again, a standard play for them. For everybody, really. And this is one of the many complaints about Gravel Pit, is that it's just so standardized now. There's no real variation in the strategy, and that's why Europeans and Australians have voted Gravel Pit out of their map rotation. I disagree. I think that Gravel Pit is an extremely fun map, and because of the stopwatch style, it guarantees a winner, and also, because it guarantees a winner, it's a great map for playoffs, especially best of threes or best of fives as the final map, because you're just guaranteed a winner, just in the same way that you're guaranteed a winner for King of the Hill Viaduct. But it always seems like the matches on Gravel Pit are a lot closer than the ones on Viaduct, as we see Sugar missing a shot as sniper, and he's going to be trapped here in the spawn. Meanwhile, the teleporter for Sizer going to get taken down here as the rest of Xensity moving towards Seaside. BP knows it because they've taken down the teleporter, and also Sugar has spotted the combo. So Lancey's going to push in here into that right BC connector, and he's going to take down Smacker right away, forcing the late Uber from Blinky. But honestly, BP at this point, they just need to kite the Uber away, and they're going to come out with better numbers. With Smacker down, it's going to be difficult for Xensity to make this push happen, and Banny, you see him denying this left side door. So there's really no way for Xensity to get in here now. And they're in a lot of trouble, and they really can't break through Banny's traps or Lansky's chokehold until they get Uber again. And that's going to be another 20 seconds for Blinky. See Lansky on that right side. And he's just denying that down there. Now the combo has been spotted out this door, and so Lansky is transitioning over here to deny that. Meanwhile, Sizer is actively bored as he's just sitting there on his sentry. And now looks like Xensity want to be able to push in here. Lansky has let up the hold on the chokes there, as it appears to be a scout on the point of B. Blinky's gonna get taken down here by Shrugger the Pyro. I missed that one, unfortunately, but Shrugger was dancing around here and was able to hit some flares, I guess, from the spawn door. And at this point, Shrugger's just having a little bit of fun because he's just happy to hit some flares onto Arkizzy, aka Spades. And looks like Xensity's gonna come through C again, so Shrugger is knowing that's gonna come that way. And for Xensity, it's going to be tough to break through here. They Blinky down, Shade is going to have 80% advantage, and now they're going to have RB snipe to see if they can get any sort of advantage this way. There's really nothing for them to do here. Blinky now at 60% Uber, and Xensity are really going to have a tough time breaking through this. BP so dominant. All their players are just all-stars. And I know they spend a lot of time on these maps, and a map like Gravel Pit really favors a team like BP, who puts a lot of time into the maps, really likes to work on their strategies, and because Jeep is such a strat-heavy map, it really does favor teams like BP over teams like Mixup. Of course, we'll see how that ends up later on tonight, but my prediction is that BP is going to win that one. I predict that BP is actually going to go undefeated in the regular season. I don't know necessarily about playoffs. I mean, it's very likely about playoffs, but in terms of the regular season, I think BP is going to go undefeated here. But we do see Xensity failing to make any sort of play happen. They're just letting the time tick down off that middle clock there, and you can just see it just ticking down. Xensity really not making any moves here. They switched over Spades over to Heavy, and they're being denied out of all doors. The early Uber out the long B. Banny's gonna pick off the Joker there, and now Shade's coming in with a better Uber. Banny able to shut down the combo here. A nice 3K for him. Sugar gonna take down the Heavy. The Soldier on the roof denied here by Banny and this Sentry. And honestly, it's looking grim for Xensity as they just got fully wiped. They didn't kill a single player from BP. And Shade's going to continue having that Uber advantage. And like you guys are saying in chat, BP's matches are rather boring to watch just because they're so freaking good. And Xensity is one of those teams that might be able to make land this season, especially since Don't Trip is no longer in the running. And yeah, despite being a possible land team, Xensity are just unable to crack the code for oh my gosh. Banny with the trap and the long B takes down the medic, and with that it's just going to tick down another minute off of the clock. Takes 40 seconds to build an Uber, but you got to count for the spawn times and then the actual time of pushing, and honestly it's going to be another minute off the clock there, and it's just looking pretty bad here for Xensity as Mela and Relic go down on a bomb. Looks like Arkizzy going down on the point as well. RB gonna get finished off here by Sugar, and it's only Blinky and Smacka trying to build an Uber in spawn. I prefer, as a caster, I prefer exciting but sloppy Terry, but I think boring but undefeated is what a team wants. And you know, that's what you would expect from a team like BP. Professional, solid play. I mean, sure, they can stomp all over Xensity, but they're not gonna, you know, disgrace them by running a bunch of off classes and silly spies and dumb stuff. You know, at least it's a respectable win from BP, and a respectable loss from Xensity. It's a tough team to beat. BP is just so good, and I know they're in it for the long run, so they plan on being good for many seasons to come. They're like the Epsilon, if you will, of North American TF2. Looks like Smacka gonna bomb here, but he's gonna get denied easily by Banny. Looks like Sugar able to take down Relic as well. A sniping Spades is going to try and get some picks here, but no. He's really not finding many angles, and he's going to go back for heals. He's down to just 70 health. If he gets hit by a rocket, he might die. He's looking for an angle on the roof. Doesn't see anything there. He does see Tagarung jumping up, but he's going to get spammed out right here. Whoa! Almost goes down to 15 health. Almost dies. Looks like Xensity are going to be pushing with their combo. As Spade switches off to Scout, they're running a Heavy as well, and I don't like the choice of switching out a Soldier for a Heavy because that denies them roof control, and roof control is so important to winning B. You see RB taking down Sugar on the C side, and the sentry gun goes down as well, so it's not awful for Xensity here, but Lansky and Tigron getting a nice 2 picks of their own. They take down the medic, and now all BP needs to do is just play together with the heals. Lansky taking down Mela, and looks like now Arkizzy trying to make a play on the point. He does grab Shade. And that's a little bit of hope there for Xensity. They have now 2 minutes to take B, and because they have faster spawns, Blinky's going to come up with a little bit of an Uber advantage. They're also going to have better spawns to come into B as well. And looks like Blinky's going to be running Crits Creek. So a good choice from Blinky there. We do see Shrugger trying to back away from pressing RB on the point, and it looks like Relic's going to get some cap time. And now Xensity need to move towards the doors and lock it off, and that's exactly what they're doing. Mela's going to be locking down the left side with Relic on the right side, and they're switching up now. You do see Blinky going to have a 40, maybe 50% advantage with that crits, and BP know it, so they're going to back up to their own C. Looks like Sizer... Is that Sizer? someone was setting up a sentry. Oh, I guess they decided they're going to run 2 scouts instead, but they don't have enough time to set that up, as Blinky's already at 85% Kritzkrieg. Shrugger going to switch over to Heavy. He knows he doesn't have enough time to get that sentry up to level 3, and he's going to climb his way on top of the C tower. Meanwhile, Xensity have finished capping B, and they have the Kritzkrieg now. All eyes on Tagarung as he bombs in onto the medic. He gets the medic kill onto Blinky. Huge play on that BC connector up top. Drops himself down there and takes down Blinky, and that's going to deny that Kritzkrieg play from Xensity. BP now surely going to win this round in dominant style, as Blinky couldn't even use that Kritzkrieg advantage to get in on C, and there's a little bit of careless play from Mela there to not look up and see if Tagarung's hiding on the doors there. Now Smacka gonna go down to Lansky with no Demoman alive. Xensity looking pretty grim here. They need to sacrifice more players and try and force the Uber from Shade, but with Shrugger on Heavy on top of the tower, it's gonna be very difficult for them to do so. They're now rotating over to A with Uber. Normal Uber, that is. Spades is going to be sniping a little bit as BP denying the doors there. They almost take down RB, but here you can see them playing tight up against the chokes, and this is a very classic hold in between the 2 doors with large Uber advantage. They don't have to worry about a crits either when you play tight against the doors, because the Kritzkrieg is more about shooting the ramps on the far side, and so playing close up against these doors, it allows them to Uber straight into a Kritzkrieg if that were to be the case. Looks like Relic gonna get denied here from the bomb on the left side, and at the 5 door, RB trying to get a kill. He does take down Sizer, so at least a man advantage for BP. Xensity need to act on this. They have 3 minutes left to try and take C now. Looks like Lansky knows they're coming from this direction, and he's going to go straight into them and force that Uber. Lansky's going to get dropped from Shade, a little bit uncharacteristic from Shade there, but it shouldn't mean much. Look at Shade flashing up his Heavy on top of the tower there. He also grabs Tagarung, and Tagarung's going to be able to hold off this door here and keep the Ubers fairly even. Looks like Relic's going to go, oh, yeah, he does go down there to Banny. Meanwhile, Sugar on top of the tower looking for a scout who might be climbing up. It does appear that he was denied though. Both scouts down now for Xensity. Smacka does get a pipe onto Tagarung here, but he does not finish off Shrugger. Shrugger does finish him off and also takes down Blinky as well, dropping off the tower and finishing off that combo there. Nice play from Shrugger. And looks like Mela jumped on top of the tower to try and make a play happen, but no, Lansky was able to deny that. Shade surfing away easily, and Shade's going to have himself a 60% advantage now, and 2 minutes left on the clock, so Xensity really only have about 1 good push left in them if they want to make this happen. Meanwhile, RB snakes his way in through the 4th door and takes down Banny at the 3rd, so that might be the cue to go. I don't think Xensity are going to have much better option than a Banny down. And so Lansky's going to take down Spades, and now the Uber's going to come in for BP. Lansky and Shrugger getting a nice 2 kills there onto Xensity and going to force that combo out, but Blinky now has that Uber advantage, so that's exactly what they wanted out of that. They were able to take down Banny and push their way in and force the Uber from BP. Can they keep Blinky alive here as BP jumping aggressively into A to try and get some more kills? Banny's going to go down once again, and now Blinky with large advantage and Banny down. This is their cue to go. Here they move out the 3 door. Shrugger as a Heavy on top of the tower. Again, he's looking for these jumpers, but the Uber is going to get popped extremely early by Blinky. I don't know why they popped so early. They knew Banny was dead, and they popped so early there. It looks like they're going to jump their soldiers up on top. They take down the Heavy Shrugger, but Tagarung and Lansky now with that fading Uber come in and take down Spades, Relic, the Joker down as well, and there's 3 players alive for Xensity to try and win this round. RB climbing up the tower. He's their only hope, but he gets denied by Tagarung. Mela jumping up top here. He's going to try and fight Tagarung in the one-on-one. Shade meanwhile getting a nice Uber saw onto Blinky. Can Mela win this? He does take down Tagarung here. Mela's the only one up who can finish this one off. Can he get in here? No, denied by Shrugger. And now Spades trying to get in there and do some damage, but Shrugger should be able to take care of him easily. Oh, yes, he does finish him off with the pistol, and now it's going to be a 4-on-4 as more players for Xensity coming in. They know this is their last chance. Relic bombing in, getting taken down by Banny. Man advantage for BP here. They need to deny the chokes, but looks like Xensity pushing into that 3 door, and BP going to back themselves off. Shade has large Uber advantage, 90% now, 20 seconds left on the clock. They just need to climb their combo up top and block the point with the Uber here. We see RB pushing in down the left side, going to get denied here by Sizer. Lansky meanwhile taking down the demo Smacka. Mela going to get pushed off the tower there by Shrugger. Nice job finishing by Sizer. Banny going to take down Blinky, and that's going to be the round there. 5 seconds left on the clock. All of Xensity are going to die, and BP setting the tone for this first half of the 2nd round. The colors are going to swap now, and Xensity have to hold BP off for 7.5 minutes. Best of luck to them as they attempt this arduous endeavor. one of the things that I've been commented on in my YouTube videos and also in my casting is that I talk pretty quickly, and I'm trying to slow that down. So let me know if I'm understandable in chat or in the comments, and if I'm talking too quickly, let me know, and I'll try and slow myself down. But yeah, so BP, considering that they won the first half with their offensive push in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, they have double that time to beat Xensity's defense here on the second half. So
4, 3, 2, 1.
looks like BP gonna go for the A-sided push. And meanwhile, Xensity are literally copying the same strategies as BP. They have the same sentry spots, they have the same soldiers on top of the shack, and I don't think they can do BP's strategy better than BP. Now, you can argue that Xensity might have looked at some demos and then maybe thought that this is the best option, or maybe G-Pit's become so stale that that's the only way to play Gravel Pit, but I really think that, you know, BP are just... they just do Xensity's strategy better, or Xensity does BP's strategy worse, whatever you want to call it. BP, if they continues this way, they're just going to win it easily because they have better players on pretty much every single class. And we do see now Banny going to take down the sentry with some pipes. He surfs that rocket right up onto the roof there. And meanwhile, Shade with some nice flashing to save Banny and Lansky. Banny, meanwhile, trying to pressure that right side. He's got some great damage there onto some of the players. Looks like Lansky is able to take down RB as well as Blinky the medic. And now BP just need to play tight with their heels here as they take down Melee of the pocket. Smacka's going to get spammed out on that right side, and Tagrum lit down, taken down there by Smacka. But the scouts going to rush in. Shrugger getting a nice pick, taking him down. Meanwhile, Banny goes down here, and it's going to be a scout v scout fight, but with the heals, BP are winning that off very easily. Looks like they see one soldier left. Shade is playing very cautiously, as he knows that he just needs to stay alive, and now he has a 60% advantage over Blinky. So RB in the desperation play, he's gonna go spy here, and now RB with the spy cam, he just wants some camera time. I don't even think he's trying to do for a serious play here, but I'm just kidding. We'll see how he does on the spy play. Banny's not a bad pick, so here he goes. He does take down Banny with the backstab. Nicely played there by RB. He's gonna get spotted by Tagrum. And here comes Lansky with that Uber to try and take down Blinky. And if they take down Blinky here, they don't have to worry about, you know, a bad Uber. They're just going to need to keep the medic alive. And here they are taking down the medic now. They take down the demo man as well as some scouts. And BP captured 2 rounds within the allotted time and win it 2-0. So that's going to be it here, folks. A very quick match. I'm going to really quickly pull up the stats. I need to find a better way to do that, but oh well. There you go. So you can see the entire time, it was all BP all the time. They had a stellar first offense, they had a stellar defense, and then they finished it off with a very quick offense on that second half. And no major mistakes by either team. It's just simply being outplayed by BP. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. I had a plan on casting Chess Club versus Vector Gaming, and that's going to be in 20 minutes. But DJC has asked me to be the backup cameraman for the ESEA cast tonight, and so I'm going to handle that instead. So we're going to take a short break here, and I will see you guys in exactly 30 minutes if you want to hang out on the ESEA stream, or I'll see you guys in an hour if you want to wait for C-Bear and DJC to arrive. But it'll be me, DJC, and C-Bear tonight in 1 hour, 11:45 p.m. It's going to be the match of the week, BP versus Classic Mix-Up. And I'll see you guys there soon. Thanks for watching.